Is that Liquid Death?
Yeah, you started something. You damn sure started something.
Hey.
I came in here acting like I was blasted.
Mm.
I was like, you don't know me. Terry was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm just playing, man. It's just it's Liquid Death. It looked like anybody think you drinking if they see you with this, but it's wild, bruh.
No,
I was.
I got caught it the first time I bought it
Why didn't the people in the store know that you could have it?
because it comes in a case that looks like a fucking Coors Light.
I know, but I'm saying if they sell it, they should know they carding people for hydrating at that point.
I mean, yeah, that's what the lady said. She was like, "Oh shit!" Like, "Oh damn, you got this. Oh, this is water." I'm like, yes, man, this is water. So,
How dare you care about you? What you doing? Like, we in a
yeah,
shortage. Dog, I know we about to get started, man. I was watching Hancock. I used to love that movie. That is a stupid. Well, the third act of the movie is dumb. It falls all the way apart, and I didn't realize it.
well, what's wrong with Hancock?
Han-
What like, okay, so you're good with Hancock until what the end?
okay, so the everybody done seen it by now and shit. The
Yeah.
first and second act is pretty good. It's a redemption story, and then when they get into this relationship shit where Hancock get hurt, this bitch visits the hospital to explain to him, "Hey, if we're next to each other, it always kills us. I be laying in the hospital in bed like, bitch, leave then.
Why are you here?
Get the fuck out of here."
Get the fuck, bitch! If you know you're killing me, you should walk away.
This shit could have been a phone call.
Hey, you heard you got shot at the gas
Hey,
station,
you should be feeling better because I'm in like Bangkok right now. You good?
bro. The fact that she came up and the fact that he number one out of everything that he could have got fucked up doing, it was the gas station thing. That's kind of like, dog.
Gas station robbery.
You got hit by a train, you was cool. You shot at, you picked up a cop car, you was cool. You took a lampshade and cut a nigga hand off, all that stuff, and you got shot by a nigga that went there to rob the cashier for some dollars and some Funyuns.
And that was it, all because you loved a white woman and forgot about it. Like that was it. That's what happened.
I think that's the moral of the story. The moral of the story is you the white woman to forget about it.
You better remember that motherfucker.
Shut up, I'm gonna say what I want. I'm free to believe, my speech is long, and you need to receive. You can leave it wrong, it's what you want now. The plan started, so listen to Sam and Marcus. Say hardcore truths with a special contrast, cause this the Illegal Opinions Podcast.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back, Illegal Opinions Podcast, baby. The last place for real talk. Episode 137. 136 is over on Instagram. Listen with an open mind and leave mad. The choice is yours. I'm your comedian and host, Sam Ridley, in the building. And I'm here with my man 100, Graham Marcus Palmer. Happy Veterans Day weekend, y'all. What's good with you? Happy Veterans Day to you, Marcus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you too, man. You too. I appreciate all you've done in your service as a retiree.
Well, thank you, and I appreciate all your service. I was talking to one of the people that we used to work with a long time ago about, there's a commercial version of the military, and there's what we did, and it's real funny. Not to say that any of it is discounted. I'm going through my own mental health PTSD thing now, but the shenanigans that happen in the military are unparalleled to anything in a job that you'll ever have, man.
No, it's definitely. A lot of times I feel bad when people say thank you for your service.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Right.
Because I know, like, we was out. You know what I mean? Like, hey yo, we was out there, like, we was out there. You know what I'm saying? In some of those countries. Things gotta get, things got a little out of hand from time to time. So I know people that drove Humvees into ditches, and I'm sure you have a whole catalog of stories yourself about the shenanigans, and America paid for that, and they paid for that so we could be away from our families, and
Yeah,
man.
yeah. It's a different animal. This is fun. This picture we used or whatever from Full Metal Jacket.
Yes.
And I remember when this movie came out and this particular scene being so controversial. Because one, they was talking about, well, you know, our soldiers would never do that. Bitch, please.
Oh my God.
I read that online, bro. Like, our soldiers wouldn't do that.
Like I've heard people talking about, this is no shade to our Marine brethren, but I've heard people talk about Marines like they were, you know, just like, you know, they were the few and the proud, and they were, you know, they were, you know, Bible thumping and hard working and tattooed up and just going to war for America. Yo,
All right.
if people knew what we saw from Marines, not even just Marines, but, you know, soldiers, airmen, seamen, like just overseas, it's like
They saw some semen. Look, y'all, I'm telling you, the shit that y'all would consider stress, I would say. And when I say y'all, I'm talking to anybody listening that has never been in the military. It is one of the hardest things in the world to be a military man that's been deployed, especially if you worked in a maintenance career field, and hear anybody in a civilian job bitch about their day. And that is not a slight on what y'all go through, whatever you do. It's, imagine being the military spouse and your wife work at fucking, I don't know, Target or some shit.
Right.
And you just came off the flight line hot all day. You explaining to her, oh my God, you know, and she don't get half of it. But at the end of the day, the story is I was hot all day. And she's like, oh my God, Jennifer borrowed my box cutter and I couldn't open my shit to put my palm olive on the shelf. I'm going to be so behind tomorrow.
Not the box cutter.
Like, that's the type of stuff that, and don't get me wrong, if that's your life, that is hyper frustrating, right?
Right.
It's not a competition. However, know your audience. Like,
No, for sure.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I done met up with people who will be like, man, how you doing, dog? And they be like, man, I just got in my fucking car accident. I might have just won the lottery. Now's not the time for me to tell them that. Leave them alone.
Yeah. I was actually talking, I had an interview, this company, I won't say the name of it. Damn, what's today? Okay. This was on Monday.
Okay.
And the guy was like, you tell me about the job or whatever. And basically we got to a situation where he was telling me about the difficulties in it and, you know, the hardships that could come with it. And I was like, look, man, you know, if you knew the things that I had done overseas in the desert, like, I mean, just sitting on a piece of equipment you're working on, it's 125 degrees outside, and you're only sitting there because you have to make sure the shit works.
That's it.
You gotta let that bitch run for fucking half an hour or whatever. And you're sitting on like real metal. This ain't like you sitting on no aluminum shit. This is real steel.
Yeah.
In the middle of summertime, in the middle of the fucking desert, like, dog, if you're talking about, you know, a couple of little, you know, it's interesting. You know, these character builders.
Where you send a military person's mind in that is like, so you was in there and you didn't have your box cutter, but you had air condition,
Right.
but you had a 15-minute break, but you, like, we start thinking about all the other stuff that, like, you know, it's wild out there. I mean, to say the least. Like, it's like
you didn't have your box cutter. Did you have your keys in your pocket? You couldn't just pull your key out and cut that bitch.
Because we learned to, honestly, it's kind of like how dudes in jail learn to, like, make shit. You figure out how to live, you know? I remember, like, being deployed out there and going to take a shower in what is called a Cadillac, which is basically a long stank bathroom. And they gave it a nice name. But some FNG, fucking new guy, came through, and I was coming out, and dude was coming in there with no shoes on. Barefoot into the Cadillac. Everybody was just like, oh, dog, you know, because you get in country and you learn.
Yeah.
Shit, he should have knew that before he left. That's just damn nasty.
Right.
But, and I'm not going to say what hue that gentleman was, but we can guess.
Yo, barefoot in a Cadillac?
Yeah.
And for everyone listening, a Cadillac is like, imagine, if you will, a really big porta potty.
Yes, a giant porta potty.
that got a shower. Well, it has like 8 to 10 showers in it. And I'm not. And the worst part about the Cadillac is that it's a lot brighter in there.
Why is it so bright inside?
It's so bright inside of the Cadillac, so you can see all the bullshit. You see people that blew their noses on the wall. You in there trying to take a shit, and you looking at boogers on the fucking stall door.
The shower snails.
You see shower snails, everything on the floor. People going in there. Here's like the whole thing about it is like the lack of respect.
There's no
Everybody
respect
behind you because people are in these large porta potties with showers jerking off. Like nobody got to come in there and take a shower behind a nasty asses.
Dog, I remember going and they had to put a sign up telling people to stop coming in the shower. They had to put it.
They say come in.
Come in, like coming with a U.
Yes,
in the shower. Stop coming in the shower because it's clogging the drain.
Oh,
Do y'all know how much stress we under overseas? But this is the other part too. Like a lot of people don't know. General order number 1 while you deployed is you can't have no pussy. Or you can't handle whatever you're into. You can't have it.
1B. What was 1A? I can't remember what 1A was, but I think 1B was you couldn't have the opposite sex in your room.
Right. But they sold condoms in the BX.
Nigga, they was free at the medical joint.
So, dog, so
people was like just jerking off in the bitches. Like, oh yeah, you're jerking off in these. Take some of these.
Yeah.
Take some of these rough fighters back to this room with you.
Where else they gonna come at? The shower, goddamn.
Millions and millions of babies just dead in the showers.
Dead in the Cadillac.
Wait.
Too damn buku.
Too damn buku. So in honor of Veterans Day, we'll see if we can play this video. In honor of Veterans Day, thank you to everyone that has served, and thank you to everyone that has served whoever has served you.
Sam Ridley, Virginia Beach, Virginia. Father of 2, Air Force veteran, comedian. I proudly served in Italy and Korea, and am highly trained in the elite tactical art of generator repair. Highway to the danger zone.
Thank you for sharing that with us, Sam.
Oh shit.
That was pretty good, man. I remember that video.
Oh shit, man.
Yo, you waving them goddamn tools in the sky that play.
That killed it. But yeah, salute to everybody, man, and ourselves included, man. This has been a wild ride and getting out of it. Ain't no joke. But let's get into it, man. Let's make a show happen. I already know, everybody listening, we took a hiatus, but as y'all can see, we coming back with a new format. Like, growth takes some time. And I already know we gonna skip all that shit because I know y'all, and it's Sunday now. Then went to see Black Panther, and y'all can't wait for us to talk about it. But guess what? Me and Marcus aren't assholes, so we're gonna break it down next week or the week after. I mean, simple as that. I'm not one of those. I hate those shows. I hate those shows personally. The shit came out like 4 hours ago, and y'all already telling me everything. Like, chill out. So we don't do that. But I was curious how you felt going in because I know you excited, bro. I've been excited for Marcus, y'all, because he's been waiting with bated breath since the first one came out to see Shuri as the Black Panther.
Yeah, it's really it's a dream of mine that's come true. To be honest with everyone,
congratulations. You know.
So I mean, you don't
say it. I know how you feel.
Okay, so you. I guess my question is, the more trailers I watch, after the first trailer, I'm like, okay, that's dope. This is gonna be fire,
right?
Then I see the second and third trailer, and then the final trailer. I'm like, yo, the more of these trailers I watch, the less excited I am about this movie.
Okay, but can we be fair that you just don't like her? Like, just to start, like, you know, going in, you don't like her as an actress. So can you overlook that at all, or is that just a no?
I don't mind her. I like her.
Okay, that's
like
not fair.
Her voice. I don't like the voice shit that she puts on, or the voice that she had on in the very first one, well, the first one, not the very first, but the first one, I just couldn't do it, and I got irritated. I ain't gonna lie, the first trailer I saw where Ironheart was doing in the robot shit, and she was
yeah.
Let's go. I'm like, I gotta do this shit again. I gotta let's go. I don't want to hear that shit all through a movie.
Now, see, I was getting ready to defend her and tell you, well, dude, she was a kid in the first one. Maybe she done grew up and she won't sound like that. But I didn't know you had seen that. I didn't know you had seen that trailer. I was hoping you hadn't seen it yet.
Also, I don't like the fact that was it the Dora Milaje? Was it called
Dora Milaje or whatever? Yeah.
Milaje? They're still fucking steering cars with spears. I don't know. They did that in the first movie, and they're still driving cars with spears hanging out the back of them shits. I'm not a fan of that either, but I will give it a chance. I will say the most important part about all this, and this is in all seriousness, the most important part about all of this is that now with Black Panther out, I can go and see
Black Adam.
Black Adam. With no distractions.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to go in that theater tonight by myself.
You'll be good to go.
Good to go.
Yeah. I haven't been back. I'm going to see it. So this episode airs on Sunday. I'm going to see it on Sunday because, again, everybody was like, you going to see it today? And I was like, no. I really want to enjoy today in a major way. And I have a show tonight. So I was just like, I just want to relax today because everybody is going to be saying that it's a 10 of 10. It's the most amazing movie they've ever seen. And as much as I do believe, too, this movie just can't fail. It's one of them too big to fail films, you know? And I have a friend that already saw it, and they said the same thing, 10 to 10. I cried at the beginning and the end and this and that. I might, too, but I want the hype train to die down just a tad before I go see it.
I mean, I understand. And you know how I understand because for the fifth time, when niggas was talking about how great it was,
right?
I was like, well, we'll see. And then I let it die down, and I went and saw it. And like I said before, 2 years ago, when I saw this shit in the theater, I thought I was gonna be blown away by the reviews and by people wearing, you know, dashikis and shit and dressing up to go to it. Niggas are seeing it, you know, 4, 5, 6 times. Okay, cool. Now go and see it. And at the time, I'm living in DC. And I'm in there with mostly black people. And when I tell you there was at least 5 people I saw with my own eyes asleep. Black folks sleeping. And I'm like, yeah, this ain't really it. So then, of course, when I say it at the time, it was like, man, no, that shit was hard. That shit was hard. All right, yo, I'm just telling you, like, I don't think this shit gonna hold up. I think when you watch this shit on fucking TBS in fucking 3 years,
it won't hold up the same way.
It won't hold up the same way. I mean, and maybe there are, I mean, like I said before, there are movies that are better on TV. And I never thought I would say that because I didn't have the foresight to, but like I said before about the Batman.
Yeah.
To me, the Batman should have been a straight to HBO Max thing. I understand they're trying to get their money back from the production, everything got pushed back or whatever, but the Batman would have been much more appreciated if it was straight to HBO Max. Because to me, that's one of those movies that's a big flat screen TV in the dark at home because of the pacing of it. You can enjoy it more at the house as opposed to you going to a theater and watching that movie and you're like, I thought this would be more.
That's true. I appreciated that movie more when I saw it at home because in the theater, I was half asleep the whole movie. But I remember I told you I need to watch it again. And I watch it again when it come at home because I enjoyed it, but I was tired. And I was like, I don't remember like sleeping bad or nothing the night before. But the movie's pacing is so slow, but it's intentionally slow though. If you're a big Batman fan, it made perfect sense. Anyway, back to what this movie.
I think the pace of that movie is great to watch at home because it's kind of like most things where if you go to the theater,
you're chilling. You can chill.
If you go in the theater, you're looking to be, especially you go to a fucking Batman movie. Like you go in there to be, the expectation is to be like a Batman movie that you're used to watching.
Popcorn flick.
Yeah, like you action, fucking Bane blowing up kids singing national anthems and shit, like usually like that kind of shit. And then you go watch this, and it's just different. You know, was fucking. It's not funny. I was kind of irritated, but I woke up this morning at like 4:00, and I just couldn't sleep. So I turned TV on, going through the channels, and I see like it says The Batman coming on HBO. I was like, this is a good movie. Just kind of like lay in bed and just watch. I'll probably watch it all the way through. Nice kind of like, you know, nice interesting movie to watch. Might find something, you know, that I didn't see before. Nigga, I was confused because I started watching it and it was like the old timey cartoon letters, et cetera, like coming into the movie.
What?
So I thought maybe I missed something in the most recent The Batman movie and I never saw this intro. Maybe they were doing like a throwback thing. Man, I'll tell you, I watched the first 10 minutes of this shit. I'm like, oh, it wasn't 10 minutes, like probably the first 4 minutes of it. I'm like, oh shit, this is like the old Batman movie.
Oh, the old shit.
No. Nigga, I turned on the preview shit, the guide. I'm watching HBO comedy, and it's the old Batman shit. I'm like, how the fuck? Because the imaging, you know how they show like the little imaging on the guide shit?
Yeah.
It was the Batman with the new nigga, but they was playing the old movie.
They batfished you.
They batfished the fuck out of me, nigga.
You got batfished. I didn't even know that was a thing. Like I had this conversation with somebody, and it never goes well because black people aren't allowed to say that Black Panther was a bad movie. Like you're just not.
I agree.
It's highly illegal.
Yeah.
And what I said was to them, you know what? I won't call it a bad movie because it's not a bad movie. But in Marvel's Phase 3, it's easily one of the bottom 3 movies that came out in that phase. Oh, yeah. That got an amazingly bad reaction. But I'm just saying, if you look at it, Phase 3 starts with Captain America Civil War.
Oh, that's hard to follow.
Right. So, off top, like, you got a hard act to follow. So, let's say just like you just said, you sitting, you flipping channels. They say, we got a Phase 3 marathon. Just say pass or skip. I'm going to run through them, all right? Okay. Captain America Civil War. Or watch or skip, rather. Watch. Doctor Strange.
Watch.
Next movie that came out after that was Guardians 2. Guardians 2 was good, but it wasn't as good as the first one.
And that's what I'm comparing to in my mind. Like,
right. But stay just in this phase. Oh, you just watched it.
It was on PBS.
Okay, so it's fresh in your mind then. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, it was cool.
It was cool. You'd watch it.
I'll watch it. I mean, shit. I just watched it.
All right.
Quick commercials, nigga.
Oh yeah. Then you like that shit. Behind that was Spider-Man: Homecoming. I know how you feel about the Spider-Man movies.
No, wait.
Oh, never mind. You didn't like this last one. That's right. So yeah, Spider-Man: Homecoming, then Thor: Ragnarok.
Oh, that's my shit.
Then Black Panther.
Not watching.
You'd skip it. Out of the movies in Phase 3, if you had to skip one or two, it's one of them. After that is Avengers: Infinity War. Then is Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm skipping that one.
Yeah, I'm skipping Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Captain Marvel's coming on. I'm skipping that one. And then it's Endgame and Far From Home. So out of the movies that came out in that phase, unfortunately, it's in the lower 3. And that's just simple and plain. It's not a slight on that it's a black movie or anything. It's just as a film in that phase. That's just where it is. Everybody takes it as if you say you don't like something about Black Panther that you're shitting on black culture. And that's not always the same thing.
I agree. And welcome, nigga.
I know. That's why, and to bring it back full circle in the conversation we're having, I said to myself, I want to see the movie a couple of days after the hype goes down. That's something that I've started doing with any of the bigger movies. There's certain stuff that come out that you just kind of want to see, and ain't nobody gonna care. But when these come out, it's almost like you're compelled to say that it's a good film at first.
I think people get caught up in a wave, and you don't want to go against the grain. And
I want to like it though.
I want to like it too.
Okay, that's okay. Same.
I want to like it. Like when I watched the first trailer, and they were doing what was obviously a tribute to Chadwick Boseman. Like, I think that shit looked beautiful as fuck. Like,
Absolutely.
I'm with that shit. Like, I'm not gonna be. I mean, I ain't wearing no all white to the fucking shit like niggas talking about doing whatever. But I want it to be good because it is a. I mean, especially this next movie, this movie that's out now. It is a fucking dynamically minority, like, fucking acting troupe of people.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Black and brown, or brown and brown, or however you want to say it. But like, I think that shit. I want that shit to be hard. I want everybody to win. You know what I'm saying? So if it's bad, and I ain't gonna lie, like I kind of read between the lines on some reviews that I've seen already. I think that is going to be average. Now, I don't know. This is just and like I said, the more trailers I watch about it, I'm seeing the CGI is looking a little dicey, looking a little cartoony. I can't be sure.
It's early trailers. You can never know.
Trailers. They might have gone back in editing and fixed all that shit before it hit the theaters. So I do hope it's good. Like, I'm not somebody that goes to the movies and hoping the movie's fucking bad. Who the fuck does that? I mean, I guess people do hate watch things.
Absolutely. You know.
What do you hate watch? Do you know anything that you hate watch?
That I off the top of my that I just watch and I'm like, God, I hate this goddamn show. The one of them or a movie?
Anything you hate watch. I just got one in my head. I didn't have one. Give
me yours. I'm trying to think. Give me yours.
Love is Blind.
Okay, that's you and TNA shit.
Or like 90 Day Fiance.
I've seen those and been like, all right, now I just can't stop watching them. You're right. You're right.
God, I hate that I'm watching this shit, but fuck, this shit's fucking compelling as fuck.
Me and you watched one of them, and I was like, and I didn't know you was watching it. And I was like, oh shit, it might have been Love Is Blind.
I think it was Love Is Blind.
Was it the one with the dude that was like, I used to suck dicks, and I don't know more.
The download nigga.
The download dude. Yeah. So, just to kind of put a couple of pins in this here Black Panther thing. Here's my legal opinion about it, I guess. Nobody cares as much as they say they do. And the reason I say that, what I mean is like, okay, like you said, it's an unprecedented cast of black people.
Right.
It's beautiful. So it's so high profile that it's one of them, if you're on the internet, you should be behind this. And if you're not, then, whatever. So that's the public eye place to go. Hey, I care about all of these people that are in this movie. It's so black, we have to be a part of it. Judas and the Black Messiah.
Okay.
I heard a lot of black people saying everybody should go see it, but it wasn't like this. However, me and Marcus on our great show here had somebody on that has been in Black Panther, this Black Panther, and that. Nobody really gave a shit. Like, that's true. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, if y'all support them like that, like, are y'all following all of these black people that are in these movies? And that's my point. My bigger point is not that y'all don't care, but y'all should be looking up these other actors that are like on these. Don't just go search for Chadwick Boseman and Letitia Wright and like, look up all of these people you see standing behind M'Baku and follow them because they're making this experience happen. You know what I'm saying?
No, dead ass. I mean, I agree with that 100%. And that's why we had a conversation, a dozen or two podcasts ago, where I was like, yo, like, we have to support good shit as black people and as brown people, or we're all brown people, whatever. But you have to support the good shit, and you have to make it legitimate, because if you support everything that's black and the shit is bad, you're going to continue to get bad shit.
That's how you keep getting episodes of The Oval.
Yo, and again, I say, I was watching fucking TV over the weekend, and I was seeing all these commercials, right? Because I have YouTube TV. It's not an ad. I have YouTube TV. And a lot of times on YouTube TV, it's not like local commercials. It's just like commercials that people have paid to put on YouTube and people put them on like during, you're streaming through your channels or whatever, or you're streaming through your show. And I still see, and I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know what to really say about it, except for this. I still see a bunch of commercials where it's white dudes with black women, or white dudes with Hispanic women, or white dudes with Asian women, but you don't see a lot of black dudes with white women or Asian women.
That's not allowed.
Ever since Cheerios, they cut that shit down.
And what I noticed too is if you do see a white woman with a black man now, it's the Michael Ealy type. It's a very light skin,
green eyes.
You gotta look like you fresh off the house.
You ever notice? Even like they show the black dude with the white or the mixed or whatever woman, and they got the best curly hair. The kids got high colored eyes. It's like,
oh yeah, what the fuck? Where your ugly kids?
Yeah, show them.
Where the busted nigga that took after? Where the one that took after you? That they just called John? Like where he at? Yeah,
yellow skin, pretty eyes, crinkly hair.
All every single time they all have a perfect. I mean, and I know you're going for an aesthetic, but I'd appreciate seeing an ugly ass family every now and then. Might work better.
Maybe I'm gonna ask you something that I thought about over. This is an old thing over. I thought about this over Halloween, or the week leading up to Halloween. So now we all knew that. Well, if you were paying attention, you knew that Shuri was the new Black Panther, right? Yeah,
that was a no-brainer.
Do you think? Okay, why do you think that you didn't see any girl Black Panther ets out there? Costume wise, I walked. Cause I was in Target. Now it just struck me. I mean, let me walk through the Halloween section, through the costume, to see if there's any like Black Panther outfits for girls, for young ladies. And there weren't any.
And I remember seeing something about that actually, where they were like, "Well, remember how we dropped the ball with the Grogu thing with Baby Yoda? Well, we still playing catch up there. No, y'all just didn't want to make them." Like, I mean, and let's be honest. And the reason I say that, I put some thought into this, actually, because I was talking to my son about it. Funko and Lego, we've talked about, can't keep a secret to say they goddamn life. So it's known that it was just known. They've been talking about her being Black Panther for like 3 years. And people were, debating whether or not to replace him and all this and that. So you would think they'd say they had time to do it. Right. In my opinion, you have the foresight. You talked about the shit before. Now you saying you didn't know that we was gonna have people that wanted to do that, even though Disney's been pushing an agenda of making sure they have more females fresh off of She-Hulk that are getting into these shows. So why wouldn't you have costumes for Shuri? Something seems off there to me.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree. That's why I was like, hold on a second, like let me see what's going on here. Like let me see. Maybe, and I don't want to be this guy, but I'm gonna say it again. Like I said it before, I got pushback for it before, and that's fine. But maybe Marvel knows that. Marvel knows that they're not gonna sell as much. They know that if we put these out, we know this is a male-driven franchise. This is a male-driven character. Men, this is not a diss to women. I know you guys say whatever you're gonna say, but that's cool. No diss to women, but men are the money makers in this shit. So we know little boys are gonna win with Black Panther. But do we know if little girls are gonna want to be Black Panther? We don't know that because that's just not the direction that they've gone in. So now that we're here, and because this is the perfect time to do it, it's Halloween. You put that costumes out so you can get the money. And they didn't do that. So I just thought it was interesting.
Well, the bigger point that you making right now is something that we've talked about a lot, and it's just the difference between men and women. We've talked about, and it's, again, I know y'all going to take it as a dig, but the WNBA and how they're not really supported, but women want it supported. Men are accustomed to supporting the things that are important to them financially.
Yeah.
because we have to. Like, that's just the way that it's always been. You know, we have to support ourselves financially. If we're into a woman, we have to support her financially. If a man that's into football has bought football jerseys, he's gone to football games and season tickets.
Holders do you think? Never mind. Go ahead. My bad.
You already know. You know what I'm saying? So you already know where I'm going. So if that's the case, you know, because that's just the way we nurture. Men support financially. Women support emotionally. So women going, I want to see the WNBA succeed emotionally. Not putting butts in seats.
Right.
And as much as they know we're marketing this and it's going to look good, they can get their Lego figures, but are they going to come out and buy these costumes? No. The answer is absolutely no.
And you would think that, and this goes into exactly what you were saying, like supporting. Like you want people to, like, there were a lot of women that wanted people to support, including the people that, I mean, they even like broke the third wall or fourth wall or whatever, the fourth wall, I'm sorry, on the She-Hulk thing with, you know, this is a woman-driven show, support this, we on this shit over here. I ain't seen no She-Hulks out there walking around, did you?
Not really. Not really, but again, it's the who's going to spend the money on it. The only place, as I was thinking about it, I was like, okay, is there a hole in my own logic here? When Star Wars came out, I saw a lot of little girls dressed up as Rey.
Yeah.
So what's different there?
I just think it's because what I think that is, and not saying women don't like Star Wars, but that is another thing that's more of like men are just more into sci-fi. So to me, I see that and I see a dad walking behind that little girl.
That's true. I did see that.
Dressed as Darth Vader or dressed as Darth Maul or dressed as some, like they just more into it.
That is every time I saw it. You're absolutely right. It was a dad with a daughter. Then in my head.
They're just more into it. It's just like, okay, well, I'm into this. My daughter's into it. I'm gonna. Hey, baby, how about we dress up? You be Rey. I'll be who you want me to be? I'll dress up as whoever the fuck you want me to be, baby. Whatever makes you happy, I'll dress up as that. Mama ain't dressing up as a goddamn Darth Vader. Nigga, this shit gonna be hot in here. My titties gonna be strapped down to my chest.
Oh yeah, she gonna have a hot flash and a helmet. Oh, it's over with. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. But to put a pin in this, man, like Letitia Wright, I hope this movie is phenomenal. I want it to be phenomenal. And I'm just curious to see if they put her in that seasoning salt.
You talking about that cave? Hey, hold up, cause you know what? Like, okay, this is how you know. Like, where the Black Panther family was at, they was on some bullshit. Like, they ain't put no cheese on no broccoli. Cause they that shit was straight dirt over there. They had to go to M'Baku house.
Go get some.
Bury that nigga. Yeah, he's under there.
No, M'Baku had him in the deep freezer. That was it.
No, that was kosher salt, nigga.
When they was at home, though, all they had was Lowry's. See, that's what y'all don't understand about Black Panther, right? That shit was blacker than y'all thought. See, they give you the heart-shaped herb juice. That shit is blood pressure medicine.
Nigga. Bring that shit down.
Their purple shit is to bring you back down after they bury you in seasoning salt, and you end up seeing your ancestors because you almost died.
There you go, right here. There you go.
Hey, your pops would be like, "You good? Did you drink the shit? Because you staying here if you ain't drink the shit."
I know, right? That's insulin, nigga.
You know.
Pay attention.
And think when he woke up, his heart was racing and shit. He was like, "Am I okay?" They was like, "Yeah, but guess what? You got to go fight this nigga."
Yeah, get it together, nigga.
And you got to drink this shit again.
I don't think that shit's fair.
He drank that shit twice in the same. Yeah, that shit ain't healthy. You don't drink blood pressure medication twice the same day and then fight Killmonger.
That's why he got threw off that cliff.
This is why he got beat. That's it. You know, I drank too much of that shit. And
that nigga got lightheaded and was like, "Oh shit!" He's like, "Oh, I got you."
He was like, "I'm woozy than a bitch." He was like, "This your king?
This your king?
He need him."
This nigga don't eat pig feet. Shit.
I'm about to throw this nigga off this. I'm about to send this nigga to M'Baku house up the river.
Up the river.
M'Baku said, "Take him out the snow. He be dead. Goddamn it."
Got found by some goddamn fisherman.
That shit disrespectful as fuck. His parents showed up. Oh, he over there in the snow.
Go dig that nigga out of that shit. He over there. He's over there.
He's over there. Man, why y'all ain't do more for him? We don't do that here. How about that shit, man?
You don't do that here either, nigga.
Shit. Let's move on. I know we didn't record the week Takeoff passed away. I remember I hit up Marcus and I was like, not even jokingly, I was like, hey dog, I swear to God, if this podcast blow up, we ain't going to no dice games. Marcus hit me back, nigga, I don't go to dice games now. Like,
if I'm in a place, and they shooting dice in the corner, I'm leaving.
it has never ended well in the history of dice.
No,
They did a Chappelle skit on it.
Exactly. I've and before we even get to to leave the seriousness, like R.I.P. Takeoff.
Absolutely, yeah.
Man, I can't even imagine like what that would be like. His uncle Quavo was there when it happened. Just from like the video I saw, it seemed like Quavo was really the one that was in the situation, and Takeoff was just there. I didn't watch a lot of I didn't watch any of the videos that were kind of going around that were saying that I guess you could see like a little more graphic shit. I don't want to see that. Seen enough of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, nigga was 28 years old, bro. 28 years old. Like, and we talk about it, maybe on mic and off for sure. How like we don't even look at you as being a fucking like you're not even a grown up till you 30.
Nah.
In my personal opinion, like you legally you can say whatever you want to say, but I don't think you're an adult until you. I mean, you might be an adult at 18, but I don't think you grown till you 30. Like you don't know shit.
You still got some shit to get together.
A whole lot of shit, man. Like, could you imagine? Like, just think back of what you were like at 28.
Nah.
It's just like, I mean,
nah.
So to be like so successful and so admired and but yeah, dog. Like, but what comes with that success is knowing when to get the fuck out of someplace.
Yeah.
Knowing when you shouldn't be someplace. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm rich, there are very few places you're gonna see me at that's gonna be sketchy. And the only place that might be sketchy that you might see me, well, the only place that is sketchy that you would see me at would be like a strip club.
And it would be somewhere that you'd expect to see a celebrity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But not at a dice game in a corner. That and don't get me wrong, I know everybody that been like, we shouldn't have been there. Well, hindsight's 2020, right? And maybe there's just some shit they always did. I saw some people going, y'all just don't know the life. That is the worst fucking sentence I've seen people put up.
Look, man.
Y'all got to stop with that, man. Y'all just don't know the life is not an excuse for like doing better. It's just not. It's just not. Like, it's just not. I know me and Marcus used to do some wild shit at 21 that we probably don't do no more.
Probably, nigga.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't do that. You can't say, well, that's just the shit they always did and go, no, you got to be like, man, I can't imagine me and Marcus. This shit blow up. We get a phone call from, I don't know, somebody from back in the day. Hey, dog, you need to come through, kick it at the bowling alley out in Virginia right quick, man. I'm going to be like, nigga, you know who I am now?
No, no. What bowling alley?
Ain't no bowling alleys in my world. They just ain't. The one in my house.
I mean,
like, it's just.
But I guess the other part about that is maybe he thought it was safe because it was supposed to be a private party. Like
It's people they know.
Industry party, industry type people were supposed to be there, and so I guess I don't know, man. Like it's just sad as fuck, dog, because you're around, who you thought were your people, and then your family's in a dice game, and shit ends up getting kind of people start talking a little spicy, and a lot of times those things. Because I've been in plenty of arguments, let's just use at the basketball court for an example. Like, I've been in arguments at the basketball court, and it always ends in like, all right, man, nigga, like there might be hands thrown, but most times it's like just a little pushing and stuff, and niggas talking shit, and then run it back, nigga. If y'all niggas so dope, run it back.
If you can do it again, then do it again. Yep. Let me see what you can do. That
ends. But to be at like something, we got so much money, like we playing dice in the corner of a fucking bowling alley, like not even in the bowling alley, outside in the fucking like the fucking sidewalk of the bowling alley, whatever, in the mall.
But I want to hear what y'all think on this, because I mean, obviously that's not my life. And Marcus knows, and I know we both been around that type of thing, but is money a factor here? Y'all got to tell us. Like, let me know. Hit up the Illegal Opinions page. I'm real curious to see what y'all think. This shit is tragic in and of itself. Like, it's nothing too much more to say on it from that.
I guess just to get to something else, because this does kind of like fall into like the money category. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up here real quick. There is a basketball player, Kyrie Irving, who looks like he's losing a fucking boatload of money, given his. I wouldn't say it's anti-Semitic because I think there's a.
Well, explain what he did so they know.
What Kyrie did was Kyrie Irving shared a movie called From Hebrews to Negroes. And the thing about it is people are misreporting this movie. People are saying that, well, Kyrie Irving posted this link to this movie or whatever, and now it's gone up by however much. You know, now it's like $12 to rent, and now it's fucking $50 to buy and watch or whatever. That's not true. I know that's not true because I've seen the movie.
Ah, okay. I was wondering, is this some niche film that nobody's ever heard of and everybody's up in arms about?
It was definitely something that nobody ever heard of. It's been on Amazon since, man, it's probably been like a fucking year. I watched this shit when COVID was like, had everybody in the house. I just never talked about it because it was like some offshoot shit that I was watching. I've seen the movie. And yes, there are some things in there that are anti-Semitic. It says the Holocaust didn't happen, but what most of the movie is saying is, or what they're trying to convey, is that black people are a part of the original Hebrews.
Right.
Black people are part of the original Jewish people. Now, of course, I don't think that Kyrie, he probably didn't watch the movie.
You think he just shared it? Like,
yeah, I think he just shared. I think he shared the link, and he might have watched like the first 10 minutes of it. I think he just shared the link and was like, "Yo, maybe check this out or whatever." But to me, I guess the more interesting thing is, what happens when now it's like, okay, you're suspending Kyrie Irving for what do you call it? You're suspending him for anti-Semitism, right?
Right.
Okay, cool. What happens when they decide to make another slave movie? What happens when?
Well, they're gonna do that.
Well, I mean, I understand that part, but to me, it's like, okay, if him just sharing this link, you're gonna call it anti-Semitism, then what are we doing as far as when MGM makes another slave movie? Because what that Will Smith movie just came out, Emancipation or some shit.
Yeah. Now,
are we gonna take? Like, are people gonna go crazy at Apple?
Is the studio allowed to share? Is the studio allowed to share the movie? Well, okay.
I only say that. I'm gonna cut you off. I only say that because people are talking about, well, you know, Jeff Bezos and yada yada yada. It's been on Amazon Prime. Why is Jeff Bezos not being, etc.? Like, do you think, number one, do you think Jeff Bezos is signing off for every fucking movie on Amazon? Like, let's keep it real.
If anything, like, yeah. So that's dumb. But everybody needs somebody to point the finger at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is dumb. I mean, I don't know. This is dumb. They're gonna promote the slave movies, and yeah, you're right. You have a very valid point. If they're gonna allow one or demonize one, they gotta demonize the other. But they're gonna continue to do that. And when it happens, let's say a slave movie come out and somebody white share it. Is that them? Depending on the theme in the movie, are they gonna say that they're wrong too? It's like, Kyrie didn't make the movie. It's been sitting up there.
I mean, and it could just be like an educational thing. Like, hey, I'm not saying this movie is good or bad. I'm just sharing it.
I'm just sharing it. You know, is he in the movie?
No.
Okay, so it ain't even a situation like, remember Chris Rock in Top 5? He had that like Haitian movie come out and people was like, why are you doing this? So it ain't even that. It's just a share. I mean, okay, I gotta ask this question when shit goes. This is how my brain works. Is there something going on contractually with him maybe? Then they trying to find some other shit to get him on?
I mean,
maybe?
I don't know. Maybe they're trying to find a way to get him out of Brooklyn. And by sitting him for 6 games, it was 5. I think now it's 6. He's got there's a whole list of demands that he has to do before he come back to the team. He got to give like $500,000 to like, I guess not anti-defamation, but I think it's like anti-racism or whatever.
They got him on like an apology tour right now, basically.
No, not a tour. They got that nigga in like an apology class. He got anti. I'm so serious. He's got to take an anti-Semitism class. He has to take a sensitivity class. He has to pay $500,000, and I can't. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure you guys will. He has to spend $500,000. Well, he has to donate $500,000 to anti-racial, anti-racism, anti-Semitism groups. He has to meet with the leader of the Anti-Defamation Council.
Oh my God.
ABC, and then he has to go back and report back to his owner, like his homework and shit, so he could check it and talk to him to make sure that it's cool.
How much of this?
This is real, dog. I mean,
how much of this is Kanye West's fault? You ain't allowed to do nothing against Jewish people right now.
It is a slippery slope.
Like right now, like this is the wrong time to do it. You know what I'm saying? So how much of this is like a little bit of them going, there's another one there that said something.
I mean,
like,
yeah, I mean that is kind of the thing where it's like, okay, it's like you know, you had a barbecue, right? You're chilling, and then you see a mosquito in your arm and shit trying to get at you. You hit that bitch.
yeah, ha, right, real quick.
From then on, you just looking around like, what the fuck? I wish a motherfucker would land on me.
Oh, you the big man. You done killed your mosquito now, huh?
Wow. Now you like, I wish, but now you're on the lookout for other mosquitoes. Now, when the wind blow and the hair on your leg move, you like, God, oh, that wasn't nothing.
That wasn't even nothing there.
That wasn't nothing. Oh, that was just a little gnat. He gone. But that's what it is. Like, it's a hypersensitive time to be talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, got to be careful. Got to be careful out there. Be careful what you say. That's why when I was at work, when I worked in the building, and you know, I'd be at the coffee machine or whatever, and some little hottie thotty, little Caucasian girl walk over and be like, "Hey, happy Monday." I'd be like, "Nope."
It's why. How are you supposed to meet a female now? You can't talk to him at work. You can't talk to him out in public. You can't talk to him online. Like, it's. I don't. I'm glad we. Yeah.
I mean, I don't meet. If I don't know you, then fucking.
if you ain't a vagina Marcus has been familiar with for at least 15 years, it's just not gonna happen.
You can get me, especially after I get some money, nigga. I wonder what the guy that won the lottery or girl, I don't know who won, or what the person, like what their life is gonna be like, you know, after they collect that. Because I think they gotta be getting at least $600 or $700 million.
At least.
Lord have mercy. Did you play?
No. I got asked if I played, and I was like, no, I didn't. I forgot. You got to play to win, but you know it is what it is. Why did you just?
The person that won that was in California.
Huh? Well, could have been me, I guess. Ain't that a bitch? Yep. Could have been over. Could have been all the way over. All the way over. All the way. Side note. I told you we doing the R-rated movies thing, right? Like with the kids or whatever, the R-rated comedies. Yeah. Harlem Nights. I was like, y'all got to see it. Iconic scenes. When Richie left his wife for that new pussy, I ain't never seen my kids laugh so hard.
I mean,
but this is what got me though, because you watch it through somebody else's eyes. As an adult, we all knew what he was about to do when he picked up that phone.
Oh yeah.
But like what?
When I saw it as a kid, I'm like, oh well, I don't understand. Like, oh damn, you leave me, okay, whatever. And then when you watch it again through adult eyes, you like, yeah,
that shit was stupid.
That shit
because
fire.
So I hadn't watched the movie in a while, right? To see how. So when the scene starts, he's already like, I think I love you, girl, right? And she comes over and is like, I was holding back when I gave this to you. I'm gonna let you do whatever. And I bet you she put it all the way down that first time. So he's thinking, yeah. He was like, wait a minute, like, for real? And she's like, oh yeah, just pick me up and it's yours. Soon as she walked out the door, he had already made a decision to leave his wife.
But like now that I think about it, I have had women tell me like, yeah, I didn't. Oh, you thought that was good? Okay, I'm holding back because a lot of times people hold back, or people say they're holding back because they want it to be. There is. Yes, I'm sucking your dick, but this is not you're my boyfriend head. This is just we kick.
That's what they want you to think, right? Yeah, like right. Don't think this is the best I can do, but really it's the best you can do.
That's it. That's your best try. Like
this is a game. This is prime time.
Then like okay, you've been sucking my dick for 3 months now, and like you never want to like just show me a little, what I'm saying? Like you never want to like give me a glimpse of what I'm missing.
Razzle dazzle, one behind the back pass won't hurt you.
Yeah, just show me a little magic. A little magic on my Johnson.
Just a little bit. So no, I watching it through their eyes. And what was funny was the first thing when he picked up the phone and said his kid picked up the phone. I think it was his daughter.
Right.
And he was like, hey, put your mama on the phone. And was like, I ain't coming home no more. Take it easy. My son said, that's it?
Yeah.
And I looked at him like Big Mike when he slid out the pussy in the wood. Like, yeah, that's it.
Hey, bro. Like I said in what was that shit called? That story I told. I can't remember what it's called. About
the heel turn.
Heel turn. Look, man. Nigga was fan was moving out the house and ain't even tell his girl he was moving out.
Dog.
She was like, what's going on? What, you moving out? Yeah.
Never listen to your heart in moments like that. At the end of Ella Mai's song, I think it's Tripping. She's like, I got this feeling that I should leave, but I want to listen to my heart. Should I? And every time that song go off, I go, bitch, no. Don't ever listen to your heart.
That'll be bullshit.
Man, we've been in all that seasoning salt? Like, no.
Your genitals.
Which one? Oh, snap. Yep, no, let's, damn, this one. It's interesting. Going to this new format, it seems like, time's just going by a little bit faster. Or maybe it's just because we ain't did it in a minute. And we missed y'all. So, I'm, just talking to people, as I've been off and dealing with things or whatever. We both got a couple different things on our list. I like one that Marcus had up there.
I think a lot of these are just kind of things we can get to later. It ain't got to be right now.
I know, but the one that you got on the list. If a friend told you they wouldn't fuck with your girl because they don't think she's cute, would you be mad?
Would you be mad?
Look, here's the thing.
Here's the thing. What's the thing?
Oh my god! All right, first of all, that's the most disrespectful shit ever, and I say that. Hold on, I say that as a man that has done that to a friend of mine. All right, my home. We was in Langley. You met him actually. It was a cat that lived up the way. He had a girlfriend, and they're married now. She wasn't real attractive to me. He would always come kick it, and don't get me wrong, these are extremely cool people I'm talking about. And I'm talking about this because I regret it, and I've told him I regret it, because me and him was talking one day, he was talking to my wife and her, and just because we was friends, I knew the other side, the other stuff, we get mad, she'll throw a lamp across the room type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So as much as when he told me he wanted to wife her, I was coming from a place of, are you sure? When she's showing you this is the type of anger she has, right? The other part of me was like, she kind of busted too. You know what I'm saying? However, comma, she, you know, obviously she was putting it down. You know, he's like, yo, she a monster. I'm like, I got you, but she ain't cute. Is that what you want on your arm? I was a young 20-something. Like you said, we weren't grown yet.
Right.
And it was some fucked up shit to say to somebody. So considering how I felt when I told him that, it's damn sure disrespectful. So I'm real curious to see if you feel differently. Nobody should tell you that your girl ain't cute. I wouldn't fuck with her, but do you? What? I'm gonna kick you in your spleen, like right now.
Yeah, but what do you want them to say? You want them to be like, yeah, I'll knock that down. Shit, nigga.
No.
If you want with her, nigga, I'll bust her open. Is that what you
Nope.
want?
No, because that's disrespectful as fuck too. We done had that conversation where the cat at the party will go, oh, you a lucky man, dog. That is the same as you saying you want to smash.
No, it's not the same thing, because the dude that says that to you at the party doesn't know you or your girl.
That shit's still disrespectful though.
What do you
It's
mean?
disrespectful either way. You don't think it's disrespectful on the one hand?
Okay, so let's just do it. Like, let's say you're sitting with your friends, and you're talking,
Right.
y'all just having locker room talk, right? And then let's say you're going through something with your girl, or you're trying to figure out like where you are with your girl and who your girl is, how you feel about her. And let's do it like this. And let's say your man's is like, so like on a scale from 1 to 10, like what do you rate your girl like looks wise? You kind of fighting with this. You kind of fighting with yourself with this shit. What do you rate your girl looks wise? And you say, y'all think my girl's like an 8, man, 8.5. And your man's is like, okay.
We got problems.
And then, hold on.
We got problems.
And then you say, what do you think she is? And he's like, you know, I don't really, that ain't really like, that ain't my speed. Like, I don't like, you know, we have different tastes. Like, he doesn't want to give you an answer. Are you offended by that too? Or should he just tell you, yeah, I think she's a strong 8.
Okay. I just thought of something while you was talking. I just had an epiphany, right? This happened to me and you.
How so?
Okay. Long time ago. I text you, right? You sent me a picture of a female that you was talking to. I said, oh, you like that truck ass. Now, y'all listening. I remember I sent this text message to him. I was like, I see you like that truck ass, dog.
Yeah.
Blank text message, no context. This was back in the day, so it might have been on the phone that played Snake. So there's no emoticons or nothing like that.
Definitely played Snake.
So in hindsight, I'm thinking about that popping up on my man's phone after he's like, hey, I'm interested in this chick. And I just said she looked like a truck ass. I meant it completely as a compliment. That is not how Marcus took it. That shit.
No, I was like, what the truck ass? I didn't know that. I'm like, nigga, you from Virginia. I'm from Florida. I'm like, what is a truck ass? Like, I don't know what that means.
It's something that, it back up. It back up, you know?
Yeah, what you meant was, you know,
It was nice. Yeah.
Stout downstairs.
It was
like that. Stout downstairs.
Yeah.
But I didn't know. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know what the fuck you mean a truck ass.
And that's that whole like
Once I knew, I'm like, yeah, like I like bitches that used to run track. I mean, I think I told you that afterwards, but yeah,
something like that.
So
That day, I remember you was like, "What the fuck you trying to say? You like these?" And he immediately took it as disrespect. I guess it's like if somebody call you a name you ain't never heard.
yeah, like nigga,
I don't know, so fuck you too. Like,
that's basically it.
I'm not sure, but you know, till I know, you know.
No, I mean, I think, would I be offended if my homeboy said that he like I wouldn't fuck with her, but do you? If I asked him why, and if he said because I don't like the way she looks, that might because I take my friends, my close friends, I take their opinions like seriously. Like, what am I not seeing? Is it like, is the head so good that I don't see she cross-eyed or some shit? Like, what am I missing? Like, is the head so good, or is our sex life so good that I don't notice the fact that I don't know, man. This bitch stutters when she talks. I don't know, like, but I do think that I would look at it like, yo, shit, like, goddamn, Because
Yeah.
I mean,
I,
and the reason why I thought about, so I know people that I've been out with, and we've been out to bars or whatever. This is like a bunch of different dudes that I've been out with at a bar or a club, and a girl walked by, and the table, you know, what nine out of 10 dentists are like, damn, that bitch bad.
right.
She fine. And then you got the one dude who's like, oh man, I don't know, it's just this motherfucker here. I don't know, she ain't all that. And then you kind of think about like, how you don't think she cute? Because dog, your girl is. I mean, I've seen your girl.
Right. Right.
How do you
Okay.
not
Yeah.
think she's bad?
And
Because
and
your
that
girl is
that's that whole personal, you know, what do you like, what do you not like thing. Because
Right.
I've seen that online. I think me and you have actually talked about it. We'll get into topics with cats that start talking real Brody about something specific they like about a female. Do you go take a quick glimpse at their page and see their girl, and it's like you capping the wrong way, or at least
Right.
in my opinion, you are. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
like, nigga, like, do you think you can't think your girl's that bad? You can't. You must. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you got fucking shallow how or whatever the fuck, but you can't think your girl is that bad. But I don't know, man.
Beauty's in
like,
the eye of the beholder, right?
dog. Me and like these cats I grew up with, we have a saying like, that man got the right to love whoever he want, and that's true.
Absolutely.
Just
But
don't say you wouldn't be too. 'Cause niggas get offended.
well, okay. To answer your question, you know what the real answer to that is? Like, what could a dude say? He could just shut the fuck up. That's what he could do.
but I
You don't
think-
have to say you like her. You don't have to say you don't like her. You can just know that's my girl. How about that?
No, that's true. But if you're in a situation where you're asked and silence is an answer,
If I'm with my niggas, silence is. Why the fuck you asking me about my girl? That's definitely an answer.
if you're
Why are you trying to rate my woman?
No, like I said, if you're with somebody, because it's been asked me a couple times. So like you think your girl is a what? Like you going through it with her, like in your mind, what do you think your girl is?
She's in the other room.
I think she got like an 8.7, 8.5.
Right.
But luckily, the times I said that, it was like in agreement. Like, okay, yeah, I think you're right. Like, I would say she probably an 8.5. Like, I ain't mad at that.
Well, that's
But-
just the safe number to say in that conversation, ain't it?
With
I'm not gonna call your girl a 10 if I ain't called my girl a 10.
I mean,
I'm not
I
gonna
would-
call your girl a
no,
5 because
I
we should
would.
fight.
I would though, because if you was like, man, I think she a goddamn, like let's say you dating a girl and it's like, okay, well, check this out. How you rate your girl? Like, you want to break up with her? How you rate your girl? Like, if you have all these problems, like, what do you think she is? Maybe you're too close to it, and you say, man, I think she is 7. And I'm like, nigga, you crazy? She a 9. Given the fact that she looks like this, she does all this shit for you. She got all shit going on for herself. Nigga, you're fucking nuts. If you leave, you're a dummy.
Yeah, and some people would look that way, and then of course you get into the beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and you don't know her shit because you don't live with her, and I do that sort of thing.
That's the other part too.
But yeah, just to stay inside
Nigga,
of this
bitch
question,
stink like a motherfucker, nigga. You talk about
like the wife that shit in the shower. You might see her in the street and be like, she fine as hell, but you don't know she do that.
stomping waffles, dog.
I'm about to post that shit on our reels. Anyway, oh my god, waffle stomper. You still beat if she was fine.
I would not.
You wouldn't. I'm just fucking
not-
with
I
you.
am not.
Marcus is the neat freakiest dude. I assume if a chick come, if a girl come to your house, do you make her take a shower before you fuck? Like at your house?
Nah.
Like you just trust that she did it?
It depends. Like if she walk in with like a hoodie and sweats on, and then I take the hoodie and sweats off, and she got like a long sleeve shirt on and like leggings, then yeah, you gotta. I mean,
you've been in that minute, yeah.
yeah, like you've been sitting in that. Your pussy been sitting in that sauna for too long. But if you come through, if you come to my house like you are dressed to like go somewhere, like you're dressed not to impress, but you dressed like you don't mind being seen outside. I'm assuming you're clean and you know what time it is. But you come over like you just left the gym. Yeah, just go ahead and No, go ahead. It's some no. It's some,
Oh, well,
some dub in
just
it.
just
It's
that's
some
two
Irish-
different
some
ones.
Irish spring
Just
in it.
just left the gym sweats is different from sweats around the house sweats. You know,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I done heard dudes say like, I gotta hit it before the pussy expire. You ever heard that?
Before the pussy expire, what does that mean?
Before it expired. Like I've heard dudes be like, if I take it, like you picked a girl up, right? And oh god, man, it was this cat that I used to work with. He had a fucking chart. Like everything had a certain amount of points on it for how stank the coochie was getting. This that military shit. But what he was talking about was like, okay, let's say you pick her up for a date at 7, and she got fresh to death, so she took a shower at 6. And then she's like, okay, so we're gonna go roller skating. That add 4 points because she moving her legs a lot. Like he was doing that whole thing. He was like, if we go to a movie, we ain't did nothing but sit there, so I can still do something afterwards, But we went dancing. Nah, that's like 7 points right there.
Oh my
It's
god!
like, dude. So how long? Like, let's say you go to pick her up, and you said it's been sitting in yoga pants and all that too long, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long is it in your head where you like, oh nah, this or maybe she been in the house and she done went to the bathroom twice?
Nah, it ain't nothing like that, nigga. Like, I mean, if we
Nothing like that? Okay.
No, if I go scoop you and we out kicking it all day, whatever, we walking around, like, I mean, the pussy is like an armpit.
Wait. Wait a minute.
It is. When it comes to
What?
the pussy is like
listening.
an armpit. Like,
Okay.
look at your arm and your pit, right?
No. No.
Because if you got your arm, like, no, you walking around, you swinging your arm and shit all day, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. You can't fuck it. There's no clip there. You can't.
No, but like right here, it feel like two lips, like where meet and they
That's what I'm
rub
saying.
together.
Yeah, they rub
I'm
together.
following you.
So just like legs
Okay.
when they walking, you know what I'm saying? So just because, you know what I'm saying, you ain't took a shower and I picked you up in the afternoon, we kicking it, we walking around the park, we doing whatever. Like that don't mean you gotta come right to the crib and jump in the shower and wash it down. I might wanna knock it down before you wash it down. Go.
So you just gonna eat it fresh out the mall?
out the mall, probably, yeah. I ain't afraid of little China Mac.
I thought about that going through amusement parks. You know how chicks be in all them little yoga shorts all day? You be like, ooh, that bitch look good. All the pussy in the amusement park stink.
Oh no, for sure.
All of it. But it look,
Sun.
yeah, everybody baking. You standing in lines. You sitting in other people's water or water rides.
That's
Like,
different, though. Like if we doing all that shit, then yeah, when you get back to the crib, you gotta fucking knock that off. Because I'm gonna go knock mine off too. I want
Right.
dirty dick in your mouth, like, you know what I'm saying? You down there, shit smell like fucking In the Jungle. Like,
yeah,
nah.
respect got to go both ways, you know?
Yeah.
Wash.
Wash
That's the
that
word.
thing down.
That's wash. That's the
Get
point
the
of it.
washcloth. I got, you know what I'm saying? Got some stuff in there for the ladies. You know, again, go in here. Like, you ain't gotta worry about, you ain't gotta go in there and put on
And it's too much stuff for y'all. We the ones that, like, they'll put our face and body wash in the same bottle. Like, y'all will have, like, 9 different bottles. They don't give a shit about us.
no, for sure.
Just don't smell good enough to go to work, nigga. That's what they want you to do. That's it. Oh, man.
If, because I read something or heard something about a lot of men and a lot of athletes, they wear like women's deodorant because it's softer scent wise, but it's better for your body and shit like that. So my son is 7, and I recently was over, I was at his house and at his mother's house, and I was about to give him a bath, help him take his clothes off. He bullshit, of course. I'm like, come on, man, like take the shit off, whatever. So he, like, as I'm helping him take his socks off, he throws his arms around my neck, right, like he's hugging me almost, and I smelled the armpit.
Oh, yeah. Kid
I
armpits.
was like, oh no. So the next day I go out and buy him some Secret, like a little small, like little pocket size deodorant thing, right? His mom ain't really on that shit. She's a, women know how to deal with little girls things better, and men know how to do with little boys things better.
Absolutely.
So I go give him some deodorant. She's like, "Why'd you get him that?" And I'm like, "Because I think he needs it. He's at that age where he's starting to get a look. He's starting to smell more and more like outside, and we ain't raising no kid to smell like outside and be ashy and shit like that. So we gotta take care of this. Like, we gotta get him on a regimen right now." So he smelled it. He was like, "Oh, this smells good." I was all right. Now put that on every day. When you go to school, because you have to running around and playing with the kids or whatever. Like, you don't want to be the guy smelling like a trash can running around. So
Yeah, everybody remember that kid forever.
the musty kid, dog.
I still remember the musty kid and the booger picker from kindergarten. So yeah, you doing
green shit. The green be coming down all the way to his mouth. Why are you licking it? Why are you licking it?
Hey, Amy, I remember you. I know her first and last name.
Don't do it.
Like 9/11, bitch. I never forget. No, never gonna do that. Never gonna do that. Oh man. You know what I learned the other day? We talk about 9/11. We don't talk about 3/11. 3/11 is the day that the country shut down from COVID. Like, that should be another one of them days don't nobody forget. Like, of course, it's a different type of tragedy, but like, it was eerily like zombie weird outside when it closed down. So
yeah,
we got a couple of them now. Them never forgets. Boogers, Amy, you know.
Yeah, boogers, Amy Boogers, 9/11, 3/11. Yeah, man. I mean, hopefully there ain't too many more to come. But
anyway,
back.
Hey. Yeah, we back in a new format, so hopefully y'all like it. We gonna work the bugs out. Episode 137, y'all. Thank y'all so much for following us. Thank you to everybody that has reached out, checking on me. I'm fine. I just got a lot of shit to deal with, and that's the best way I can put it. And I'm gonna handle what I got to do. But we gonna be back at y'all, man. I hope y'all like the new format. Give us some feedback, and we gonna be back at y'all. Marcus, talk to him.
Hey, like Sam said, we back, new format. Damn, I'm a poet and I ain't even goddamn know it. How about that?
Bars.
So, thank you guys for listening to the Legal Things podcast. The podcast people that don't like podcasts. Coming at you every goddamn Sunday. Please tell a friend to tell a friend. We love you. We missed you.
We really did. Yeah,
for sure. And we'll see you next time. So you guys be safe. Show love. Peace.